Hello, children. Welcome back to all of you. I am Lalita Singh, your SST teacher. So, how are you, all of you? I hope you all are good and safe at your home. Children, today I am going to start our new chapter, chapter number 2 of SST Human Migration. This is the part 1 of this video. Okay, so let's start our chapter, children. First of all, we have to understand what is migration. Migration is the systematic, regular movement of people from one place to another. You know, children, mankind and migration have been linked to each other since ancient times. Human beings would not have continued to exist without migration. They move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. This type of movement is called migration. Now, let's talk about shifting agriculture. As we know, the settled life began only after the man became a food producer. We know, children, our early men were hunters. They didn't know how to growing crops. After some time, when they started to growing crops, they become a food producer. They started growing crops on a piece of land till the soil was fertile. When the soil was unfertile, they left that place and moved to a new piece of land. This type of migration, this type of practice of growing crops was known as shifting agriculture. So children, now you understand what is shifting agriculture. Here I am summarizing the definition of shifting agriculture. Growing crops on a new piece of land once the fertility get exhausted is known as shifting agriculture. Okay, now let's know about how was the migration in olden times. In earlier time, the migration was carried out within a limited area as there were no means of transport. As we know, children, in earlier time there were no transport. People had to walk or carry their goods on self. They were scared to travel to far away places due to difficulties, many myths and superstition. The Orthodox people believe that if you travel across a sea, you will lose your caste, as according to mythology, ocean is a resting place of gods and hence should not be disturbed. This type of orthodox thinking underwent a great change with education, logical thinking, and contact with other countries. So let's know about how many types of migration. There are main three types of migration. First is voluntary migration, second is forced migration, and third is seasonal migration. So let's start with our first type of migration, that is voluntary migration. Voluntary migration is when people move to another place on their own wish, choice. It may be for better job, educational opportunities, or to be close to their family members, relatives, or friends in another village, town, city, state, or other countries. Here is the one story related to voluntary migration, story of the Anand couple. The Anand couple was not happy when their son Hitain was transferred to Bengaluru. Anand couple was living in Patiala. After some time, their son Hitain was transferred to Bengaluru. They missed the grandchildren and were lonely in Patiala. Hitain and his wife only also missed the companionship and help of their parents. Their two children were upset as they were used to having the grandparents at home when they came back from school. They were habituated for that when they came back from school, their grandparents was just ready to welcoming them at the door. So the Anand couple had decided to went to their son Hitain and they happily migrate to Bengaluru to with their children. It was then example of voluntary migration. Now let's move to the our second type of migration, that is forced migration. Children, there are two type of migration. First is due to natural disaster and second is due to man-made disaster. Due to natural disaster, forced migration is the movement of a person, people or large group of people due to natural disaster like tsunami, flood, earthquake, etc. And second is due to man-made disaster. Sometimes people are forced to migrate due to man-made disaster like fire, drought, or terrorist activities. It results in the loss of homes, jobs, and their relatives, and for many peoples. Here is the one story related to our forced migration. Story of Shyam. Shyam was a blacksmith. He lived in Chandausi in Uttar Pradesh. He earned money by making tools for the farmer. One day his village was hit by a drought. The farmers lost their crops. There was no work for Shyam. Shyam was very worried. He was forced to migrate to Lucknow to earn money to feed his family of 5 members. He carries loads, work in dhabas or on construction site. In this way, this story of Sam has just showing the example of forced migration. Now third is our seasonal migration. The movement of people from one place to another to earn extra money during the sowing and harvesting season is called seasonal migration. Here is the example of one story of Shankar and his friend Shyam. Shankar and his friend Shyam are going to Punjab. This is the harvesting season right now. They work as extra labor during the sowing and harvesting season. In this way, they will be work there and earn extra money. You know, children, the laborers move to cities for job and better wages. Next is our nomads. You know, children, what is nomads? Nomads are the people who are not living a fixed place and they move from one place to another in search of food and shelters. The Gujars of Jammu and Kashmir and Dhanjas of Maharashtra are nomads. They keep moving from one place to another in search of food, water, and grazing grounds for their herds of sheep, goat, etc. So children, that's all about today class. In next class, I will explain rest of topics. See you soon. Till then, all of you, take care, stay home and keep learning. Bye-bye.